We're winding down here in the first round of the NBA playoffs. A couple of closeout scenarios today, and that big one with the Thunder and the Rockets just jammed in the middle. Let's go in chronological order, and we start with the Bucks looking to end it against the Orlando Magic. Heavy favorite, 14-point favorite, but the play here, at least in my opinion, would be Orlando plus 250 to win the second half. Milwaukee is going to come out and do all of their damage in the first quarter, second quarter. First half is where you're going to see that huge lead established. Third quarter will start to slide back into Orlando's favor. And then by the time the Magic are still playing starters and out there knowing that their season is over, you'll see Milwaukee move on and start to play a little more bench players. That will allow the Magic to get in and even win a quarter or two, and that's what I'm playing right now, is Orlando will take the second half. They're going to get beat. That number is just a little too high for me to even go under, but looking at some value in this game, I think what jumps out to me the most is where Orlando will be in the third and fourth quarter, knowing that Milwaukee is already looking ahead. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. It's time right now to just kind of coast into the second round after you handle your business. Looks like Milwaukee's still taking that first loss personally, and that's where I think you'll see it really handed out in the first half. So plus 250 Orlando Magic to win the second half. That's courtesy of Unibet. Look, I'm going to keep riding the Thunder until they prove me wrong. And they did for one game, but then two straight, you see, they were able to bounce back. I'm going to take the points here. I do think that Houston comes back. They start to figure some things out. Still with the absence of Russell Westbrook, it's more about James Harden and that Houston offense knocking down some shots. Plus 3.5. You're only laying about minus 108, 109 at Resorts. That's going to be your best bet right there. But take the points. You know OKC is playing Houston tight. You know that outside of Houston knocking down 55 threes in this game, they're really going to struggle. They did last time. Not only did they struggle behind the line, but they also struggled to get to the line. So if you can't knock down free throws and you're missing three-pointers, you're going to lose every single time. Oklahoma City has this newfound life right now after a couple of wins against this team. Clearly, they know they can go out and beat the Rockets. Houston has all of the pressure on them right now. That's it. It's all, everything is resting on the shoulders of James Harden and his teammates. Even Mike D'Antoni is looking around, feeling a little bit of the pressure. So let's roll once again with the OKC Thunder. Plus 3.5, minus 108 is where you'll find it at Resorts, which leads us to the final game tonight. Remember when the Blazers were going to sweep the Lakers? Remember that? I'm old enough to remember if the Blazers got game one, they'd go on to sweep the Lakers. Of course, that's nonsense. Don't pay attention to anything but what the lines tell you. In this case, another heavy line here for LA. Not touching that money line unless you've got Floyd Mayweather type money. The play is the over. The total right now sits at 222.5. You can get that at minus 109 at Unibet. And I think that's probably across the board your best bet. You know the Lakers are going to push. Blazers are still fighting for any type of life right now. It's just a matter of how good defensively Anthony Davis can continue to be. The Lakers are going to score a lot of points. We know that they're going to score a lot of points. This is not a letdown situation. It's similar to Milwaukee. They're going to come out firing, and you're going to see a pretty high score. I wouldn't be shocked if LA hit 60-plus in the first half, maybe even 70, and then you see Portland still with the ability to score, not give up, not die. That total hits. So again, over 222.5, minus 109 at Unibet. Take the points, plus 3.5, minus 108 at Resorts, and then the Orlando Magic Unibet courtesy, plus 250 for them to win the first half. Second half, the second half. First half, it's going to the Bucks. Enjoy the games. Good luck.